Whenever she's 5 years old, she's gonna look all my effort that I have done to try to provide the best for her.
There was a possibility they would not have been here but for MiraVia. And they're just precious.
Well, I was frustrated. I was like, I don't know what to do. It was a hard time.
It's a huge thing. It's life-changing. It's gonna change your life forever. Looking back now, of course, I can say it's been amazing, but at the time, you're afraid, you know? I was actually at the doctor for a well check, and she was like, so you're pregnant. She's like, I heard a heartbeat through my stethoscope, so you're very pregnant. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, and then I took a day or two to process, and then I told my mom.
The conversations about abortion and choosing life have come up. I don't like saying it or even admitting it, even though I'm human. When I first found out I was pregnant, that thought went through my head about abortion. I guess it was the scariest, but looking back, the best moment of my life.
Well, I found out about MiraVia through UNCC, because they have like a website. It tells you like the sources. I have told a few friends about MiraVia, and they didn't know, and they didn't know that this place was here. And I was like, yeah, there is help out there.
Well, I found out about MiraVia when my mom went to talk to a counselor at St. Matt's, and she was like, I think she was a nun.
My dad's been one of the Knights of Columbus for a couple years now.
And then I'd say how I found out about MiraVia was through the Knights of Columbus magazine.
And my mom and my dad have always gone to the MiraVia Banquet. We've always done a lot of fundraisers at my church and stuff, so it's kind of, I guess, always been in the back of my mind. I never really realized I would need it, though.
When the baby comes, hopefully I'll be a great mom. I think I will. You know, it's my first time being a mom, so I don't know what to expect. It's gonna be kind of tough, I think. I will ask the girls, you know, for advice and everything.
I love when new moms come in. I love just showing them that they're not alone, and they're not gonna be alone. Having a group of girls who are going through the same thing, we're all going to school, and just going through, oh, was he doing that too? Oh no, yeah, so is Trevor, and all that.
I don't know what I would do without all the friends that I've made, and definitely just the ability to continue my education in a safe setting.
You know, like having a home, that's the best thing, you know.
The history of MiraVia is truly special, and only God could have created it the way that it has been. From the very beginning of a small group of concerned Catholics who wanted to meet a need, to now an order of Benedictine monks who have donated the land to build this unique facility.
I got involved with MiraVia. I have to give credit to Cindy Brown, that about 2002, she invited me to come on the board. Of course, I knew about MiraVia, then Room at the Inn, before then, but they were in the midst of a strategic planning exercise, the board was. And the results of that were that MiraVia was serving a clientele in Charlotte that was also being served by some of the other crisis pregnancy centers, but that the highest incidence of abortion was college-age women. So the monks of Belmont Abbey agreed that we would donate the use of part of our land, take it out of any development plans, adjacent to the college campus. And Dr. Thierfelder agreed to offer free tuition for the girls here. Not only do we teach and preach the sanctity of human life, but there also have to be concrete ways to help women who find themselves pregnant and helpless.
Not only are we lighting the way for the young women who come to us to help them find a bright future for themselves and their children, but I feel like we are a light in this culture. And I can speak to that personally. When I was first invited to a banquet back in 2001, I had no idea that there were so many wonderful, pro-life, giving people in our community.
It's very nice to have that feeling of being able to go on campus and not feel ostracized. I've actually made so many more friends than I started out with because of James. And they're so supportive. They're just like, I don't know how you could be in college and raise a child and still get A's and B's. And so it's kind of like having all these little cheerleaders, because wherever you go, they're just like, how's James? How are you?
Belmont Abbey has been so supportive. I'd say that the teachers here are like none other. So understanding of your situation as a single mom, just that it's overwhelming and hard, but they're there to help you, and they're constantly just asking, how is your baby? Like, how are you doing? The students here all love the babies. They're all asking about how the babies are and how we are, and loved, cared for.
One of the truly unique things about MiraVia is the fact that we have two programs. We have the residential facility at Belmont Abbey College that serves pregnant college students from all over the country who have come here so that they can experience their pregnancy in a supportive environment and continue their education. And we also have the outreach program in Charlotte, where women who have an economic need, a cultural need, to be supported.
So at the Outreach Center, we support the ladies by giving them a class and providing them with some clothes, and if we have food, we provide them with that as well. Diapers and wipes if we have the wipes, which is a very needed thing for them, the diapers and the wipes. And speaking about donations, we are so grateful with them, even when they come through the mail. Smiley box from Amazon. We know there's something good there, and it's like diapers, size 4, size 5s. And we also allow them to go shopping upstairs on the second floor. We have a boutique that Pilar is in charge of. The groups at MiraVia in the Charlotte office, it consists of 10 ladies in a group. They get the class. And in those 10 ladies, that's where they develop a close-knit of connection, continuous outside the group. They were ecstatic knowing that they had somebody. And one lady was hesitant at first, but I reached out to her, and every time I gave her a hug, I reminded her that it's Jesus hugging her, not me. I'm sorry.
One question that I get asked a lot is, as a Catholic organization, do we only serve Catholics? And I'm always happy to say that we serve everyone because we're Catholic. And just like a Catholic hospital or a Catholic college, we serve everyone, and it's our pleasure to do so.
These little children here, innocent, happy, they would not be living today if it were not for MiraVia. That is, every time I come and see the children, that's how it impacts me.
The love that the church and the Catholic community has for the unborn child, nurturing and loving to that little life, that from the very beginning it's taught me something about how to love my child.
The first time I called, I spoke to Tina, and she was sweet, and I felt like, okay, this is my answer. And, you know, I'm glad I found this place. I am.
Sure, it's a scary moment, and in that time you might think it might be the better option for you and maybe for the baby, but that's not your decision to make. That baby was made for a reason, and James, just like all unborn babies, God created them for a purpose in the world. And who am I to take away that little piece of heaven from this earth?
He's my savior in a way, and it was like I relate to Blessed Mother on a whole nother level. I made this decision to choose life, you know, and it's forever. I can forever say that that's the best moment of my life. Leaving here will be really hard.